Hi there, I'm Dave, and this is the first day of my 30-day challenge of talking to a camera. Um, this feels weird. I'm used to doing this with FaceTime and with Zoom. In those cases, it's somebody is on the other side of the camera. I can see the other person on the screen. And it's a conversation, whereas this is me talking to a camera, which is the whole point, right? Um, yeah, it's uncomfortable, um, but that's the focus, I guess, more purpose of me doing this is to become more comfortable in talking to the camera. Um, yeah, it's I've seen other YouTube videos where the person gives tips on things to do that have a better presence of talking to the camera. And it's going through my head of like, okay, remember to do this, and this, and don't forget to say this, and this. But so those are scrolling my head as far as me just feeling anxious about it, and anticipating, I don't know, criticism or part of that's on myself of like, oh, you should have done this better or that better or whatever. One of the things that people have said in the other YouTube videos is to make sure you look at the camera and not on the screen. And it's so like, oh, my focus keeps going like, okay, that's the screen. That's where other people usually are for FaceTime and Zoom. But look at the area where the camera should be. I think it is. Anyway, okay, so day one. This is going to be mistakes and flubs and lots of ums, ers, ahs, maybe. That's another thing that people say, like, don't try not to do the ums fillers. And this is me trying to become comfortable with silence and slowing down because I feel this urge to speak really quickly. So I'm trying not to do that. So who am I? I'm Dave. My work is a graphic designer. I work on print materials like books, research reports, brochures, etc. And my hobbies are writing fiction and poetry, as well as drawing. And I've done that for quite a while. And as I talk, with other days, following days, I'll get more into those things. But I've been trying to stretch in taking my writing fiction and poetry with paper, or electronically rather, with ebooks and such, and trying to stretch into the video realm and posting stuff on YouTube. So you'll see my other videos available on my channel of stories and animation, getting more into that. So it's pretty cool, me trying to stretch in those ways. And doing this is another kind of stretching, I guess. Scratching your hair, is that a bad habit in talking to the camera? I don't know. I mean, this is me, authentic me. I'm gonna make stuff, mistakes, flubs, scratch my head. So anyway, so yeah, stretching as far as making videos, animation with my voiceover with them. And so that's another thing I'm used to doing is setting up my laptop and doing voiceover, primarily through iMovie. And this is not voiceover. This is me looking at the screen now. Stop. Look at the camera. Okay. At least I'm getting, okay, I'm not filling every single second with my yakking. So yeah, so this is what you have to look forward to if you're following along. This is part of my journey, as far as, doing the hobbies, growing with writing, growing with drawing, going into the video stuff, and now talking to camera. So yeah, I'll be doing this, and as I continue along in the journey of the 30 days, um, I'm going to try to do a drawing a day, doing it on screen, which I'm also uncomfortable about. But because usually, drawing, nobody's staring over my shoulder at, oh man, you should do more shading over there. What are you doing? That nose is too big on that character. Come on, man. So no, yeah, I'm going to do a drawing a day with this, and you'll be seeing one at the end of this, toward the end of this video. I may not do every single day in a row with consecutive days. I may skip a day here and there with family stuff, but I'm going to try to fit it in. I mean, it's not like each video takes hours to record and then even more hours to edit. I mean, I know about video editing, that can take quite a while. Even with some of the videos that I've done that don't have drawings, they can take a while with getting video cuts and putting some voiceover and making sure my ahs and ums are not included in there, and redoing stuff. Gosh, some of my voiceover I've done over and over the voiceover. Yeah. So I think, we're at 6 minutes. Other people I've seen, in their 30-day challenges, they do 5 to 10 minutes of talking each piece. I don't think I'll strictly do that. Yeah, I don't know if there's rules. I don't know if there's punishment, that you don't follow the rules. Heck, even my library, discontinued late fees, so I can, sorry, librarians, I can return a book 2 days late and not have to pay a dime because of it. Anyway, so why don't we then slide, oh, look at this. I got my Sharpie here, so I'll be doing the drawings probably for a while, not using super fancy stuff from the art store. I mean, it's just a Sharpie pen and a 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. See, it's blank, and I don't have an easel or anything set up, so I'm going to draw on the back of this. Well, this is going to be my background, the Marvel Encyclopedia. Got this at the Friends of the Library bookstore. Love that place. Okay, so I already figured I'm going to draw a smiling sun, and because that's been, in my family, it's my grandfather loved, around the house I would see smiling suns. I think he got it from the CBS Sunday morning program. They do a lot of cultural episodes, writers and artists and actors and such, along with current events. But I think between each of the segments, they do a sun artwork, and he got into that, passed that down to my mom and me. So I love the smiling sun. So today we're going to do a smiling sun, and see, it's blank paper. I'm not going to trace any of these characters. No, you don't see a smiling sun on here. You see Wolverine, Captain America. Oh, little Fantastic Four going here. Little timely video with the, what is it? Fantastic Four First Steps. Anyway, so we're going to do a smiling sun. I'll shut up and just draw. Maybe not shut up entirely. So we have just a circle. Just doing a freehand. I'm much easier on the computer, but we're going to do on the freehand. If you want to follow along, have fun with it. Go nuts. Some nice ovals for the eyes. Pupils. We're going to do some eyebrows here. The heat of the sun does not burn off these eyebrows. Oh no. I'm going to do a nose. I'm going to do lips. A lot of times I just do, one for the mouth, but let's do full lips here on this guy. He deserves it. Work out. So we're going to do, swoopy kind of hair. Hair is longer than it usually is. Swoopy hair for our smiling sun. Or just sun rays. Hair, rays. Whatever, man. I don't know. Can you see that okay? So we have this guy with his sun rays swirling around. Going to draw them in the middle here. Yeah, I got some overlapping lines. Do some bright cheeks here. Yeah, it can get messy. That's, what happens. I guess, if you're following along, if you're inspired to do some drawing yourself, don't be precious with it, man. Just, especially if it is just for yourself. This is not going to be published anywhere. Oh, on a YouTube video. I can just keep going, right? Just Sharpie and piece of paper. So that is the first drawing of day 1. Well, first drawing in day 1. So I survived. Uncomfortable as it was, I can do this. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out my other videos if you wish. Have a great day.